All right, before the show starts, listen. You guys wear shirts, you drink coffee, you hang stuff on walls. I assume that if you're hearing all of this, you also listen to podcasts. How about you combine all of those wildly varying interests into one thing? The new Sushi Jackknife store is up and running at inktail.com. Head over there right now to get all sorts of things that will tell your friends, hey, I support middling podcasts. That's a surefire way to make sure everyone thinks you're cool, interesting, and very sexy. Don't believe me? Listen to what this entirely random person said about our merch all on her own.
These new shirts make me tingle all over. Why am I reading this?
What's that you say? You're too broke to buy these things? No worries. Retweet the link to this episode, send us proof to Sushi Jackknife on Twitter, or to sushijackknife@gmail.com, and we'll give you 10% off anything in the store. That means if you want 100 coffee cups, you'll only pay for 90 of them. Ha! Why you would want that many is incredibly strange, but that's really your business. I'm not here to judge. So while you're listening, head over to inktail.com/sushijackknife and check it out. If you can't remember where it's at, follow the link in this episode's description. Now, let the show commence.
Commencement.
You're about to find out that I'm a good person.
Or in hell.
After dark.
We do this in the nude. You're a goddamn genius.
Dragon energy.
Sushi Jackknife. 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 Sushi Jackknife.
Big deal.
What's the big deal?
It's a big deal.
What's the big deal?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the big deal is.
Exactly.
Well, this is a nice sound. It was like, I was such an old man opening a beer.
Can you imagine if that was the sound that your knuckles made when you popped them?
Yeah. I if I had some kind of weird disease,
Yeah.
sure.
Like
sure.
you go pop your knuckle and it's just like the normal popping sound followed by a hiss.
I'd wonder if I was bionic somehow. If I was somehow bionic.
It would be a good way to get strangers to call some sort of medical attention to you.
Not the $6 million man, the $650 man.
That's the Dollar Tree version.
Yeah, that's right. I was at Dollar Tree this week.
Oh, that's fun.
It's been years.
It's a depressing place.
You know how when you go to the grocery store now, when you go down the detergent aisle, it doesn't smell as strongly as it did when you were a child?
I don't, but go ahead.
It doesn't, because we realize that like a lot of that shit, like people don't want all those fragrances as much anymore.
Okay.
Unless you're at the Dollar Tree. And it is overpowering because it's a smaller store anyway. Mm-hmm. And then you walk down through there and everything they have smells like all of nature attacking you in the face at once with needles.
I hate going to the Dollar Tree for any reason because you're about to find out that I'm a good person.
Oh,
when I say this.
I'm surprised.
I go to the Dollar Tree and then I feel bad because I see people buying groceries at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And it's always just a huge bummer.
It's a big bummer.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Like, see, if I was a bad person, I'd go into the Dollar Tree and be like, look at that person, Chef Boyardee.
Getting what you deserve.
But
maybe you should work a little harder.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
They don't sell those here. You can't get bootstraps at someone should do that. Dollar Tree bootstraps.
Oh, those would last one pull-up. You could pull yourself up by those one time.
That's all you need.
And then they tear right in half.
Because, then you're on your feet and you can go. Made in China. Made in China. The bootstraps.
I don't understand people, well, I was going to say people, Republicans' obsession with bootstraps.
Neither do I. How long has it been since we've actually used a bootstrap?
I don't even know why you would be pulling yourself up by a bootstrap.
Neither do I.
I'm not 100% certain what a bootstrap does.
Completely. I'm right there with you.
I assume it's near my feet.
Yeah.
Is it the thing I put my boot into when I ride a horse?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it a part of a boot? I don't know.
I guess I always thought it was part of a boot and you would somehow, this doesn't actually make any sense physically. Mm-hmm. Like you would pull them and that would somehow stand you up. But I don't know.
What do you think boots do?
a lot of things, a myriad.
Just pull this, the boot will stand you
Yeah,
up,
that's
walk
it.
you around town, it'll be great.
It's the bootstraps of the future, man. The bootstraps of the future.
It's very telling that every sort of stupid phrase that the Republicans base their entire
Yeah.
entire way of life on
I know.
is something from the 1800s.
Yes, it is.
It's
It is.
very
Actually,
telling.
we should research this. Welcome to Sushi Jackknife.
Oh, hey!
Hi, guys.
Oh, episode 123.
That's what I'm going to say.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. It's easy as you and me.
We should have counted down on this
Pie and
episode.
Something. We
I guess counted up. You don't count down.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Sushi Jackknife.
Yeah.
Yay. It feels like we've done more.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that's telling me about
It's not.
your views of this podcast.
I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. I always have a lot of fun. And I have fun down here with you. But something about it, I don't know. It feels like we've done like 200, not 123. I don't know why.
Well, you know what they say. Time goes very, very slowly when you're enjoying yourself.
Or in hell.
Yeah.
I'm just Googling bootstraps to see what I get.
Yeah, tell me what you find here.
Well, there's an American alternative rock band founded in 2011 by Jordan Beckett called Bootstraps.
I feel like I'd hate them.
I think I would
That's
too.
really not a fair judgment by me because I know nothing about them.
Well, but the way people like bands, especially like choose their names and their album titles these days are like very market driven kind of. And so you kind of know off the bat a lot of times if you're
Honestly, you know what makes me think I will dislike them?
Yeah. What?
It's a 2011 alternative band, which means they probably have at least one song where the chorus is just That's it. That's the whole chorus.
I don't want to shit on these guys, but their albums are called To Each His Own, Homage, and self-titled Bootstraps. Their most popular songs, Stand By Me, Earned It, and Guilt Free. See, those all sound to me like pseudo patriotic bullshit.
This is what they sound like.
Oh, it's terrible.
I mean, that's not terrible. You've listened to 10 seconds of it, and all it's been is a strumming of a guitar.
I don't like it the way it's strumming.
So,
Okay.
they're that band.
You know what? I like it more than I thought I would.
It's not bad, but
say that.
it also sounds like 1,000 other bands.
Oh, this is an IT article. Hang on here. Hang on. Tall boots may have... Oh, Nathan! It all comes back to Doc Martens. Etymology. Here we go.
Doc Martens?
Just chill out for one goddamn second. Tall boots may have a tab, loop, or a handle at the top known as a bootstrap, allowing one to use fingers or a boot hook tool. What's a boot hook?
Here, I've got a picture that illustrates it.
Oh, that's on cowboy boots, huh?
Yeah. So it's tabs to help you pull up your boots.
That's what it is.
So not only is it a phrase that's out of date, it also doesn't mean what anyone would think it would mean to pull yourself up by bootstraps.
No, it doesn't at all.
Because assuming you're wearing the boots,
right,
and you start pulling on the bootstraps,
you're already...
Like if you're down and you're pulling on your bootstraps, you're just still down, but you're holding your foot.
That's what I'm saying. Here's what Wikipedia says. Allowing one to pulling the boots on. Okay, the saying, quote, to pull oneself up by one's bootstraps was already in use in the 19th century as an example of an impossible task.
Oh!
That sheds a whole new light on the thing. So
how has this never been brought up?
How has this never
ever
been brought up?
In every debate where someone mentions pulling one's bootstraps. Like this, I've heard this multiple times in my life.
Me too. This is breaking news. You heard it here first.
We're not CNN.
Bootstraps are an impossible task. Pulling yourself up by the bootstrap.
So we're like CNN now, where breaking news is we found out what something from multiple decades ago means.
Yeah, that's breaking news as far as we're concerned. We're kind of you know what we are? We're the dirty NPR crowd.
We're the dirty NPR?
That's what we are. That's basically what we are.
NPR, After Dark.
That's it. We do this in the nude. And lots of us are into weird stuff. Want to hear about it?
I would love for NPR to get a racy nighttime show.
Oh, God, yes.
But it's still the same NPR
absolutely.
anchors.
Oh, hot. It's so hot. If they're ever like running real low on funds, this is totally what they should do.
This week in new sexual toys.
Nina Totenberg and Latch May Sing are reviewing. I don't want any dudes, I guess. I guess that's my thing.
I don't know who the two people are you just referenced.
Oh,
so.
Nina Toten. Oh, you talked about Nina Totenberg.
Okay.
You
realize...
You fuck her.
Okay.
Yeah.
NPR, in my head, has the following employees.
Yeah.
Male speaker. Female speaker. Peter Sagal. That's it. Those are the three people who work at NPR.
As much as I love Peter Sagal, you can't really invite him to the sex party. I don't know. He's just too nice a guy. The idiom dates at least to 1834 when it appeared in Working Man's Advocate, a magazine. It is conjectured that Mr. Murphy will now be enabled to hand himself over to the Cumberland River or a barnyard fence by the straps of his boots. Now, that is a cumbersome sentence, 1834.
That also does not mean what the Republicans think it means.
No. So, okay.
That is turning oneself over to another person.
By the bootstraps. So
that's actually the complete opposite of pulling.
None of this adds up. Mm-hmm. I just love the fact that it's an impossible task. And at some point, these assholes picked it up. And we're like, and we're going to make people think they need to do this all the time. Mm-hmm. But it's impossible. That's a joke. It's a massive joke. That's someone that they forgot was a joke at some point.
You know what I imagine?
Wow.
Because I feel like John McCain and Paul Ryan probably both know what that means.
Yeah.
They and a few of their Republican buddies just spend a lot of time sitting around going, by the bootstrap. It's on their feet.
They can't. It doesn't make any damn sense.
Take their money.
Yeah. They don't deserve it. Until they crack this mystery.
Tax cuts for everyone that makes a certain dollar amount.
In 1860, it appeared in a comment on philosophy of mind. I don't know what that's from. The attempt of the mind to analyze itself is an effort analogous to one who would lift himself up by his own bootstraps. Again, an impossible task. Bootstrap as a metaphor, meaning to better oneself by one's own unaided efforts, was in use in 1922.
Okay.
The metaphor spawned additional metaphors for a series of self-sustaining processes that proceed without external help. The term is sometimes attributed to historian Rudolf Erich Rasps, The Surprising Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Baron Munchausen. But in that story, Baron Munchausen pulls himself and his horse out of a swamp by his hair, specifically his pigtail, not by his bootstraps, and no explicit reference to bootstraps has been found elsewhere in the various versions of the Munchausen tales. So there you go. It's a very misleading phrase, I would say.
I don't even know what to do with these people.
What's in the goddamn envelope, Nathan?
I mean, do we want to go to the envelope?
We don't have to. I'm just curious. Guys, there's an envelope on the table that is partially opened.
I didn't open that.
Okay. I'm going to take your word for it.
It is still very much sealed.
There's like, I don't know, less than 10% of it is unsealed, I would say. Maybe 8%.
I'm debating if I want to open it now.
7.
Okay.
You do what you want to do.
So I received this in the mail.
You received it in the mail.
Non-profit organization.
Okay.
Postage.
Sure.
It's the well, let me read this little phrase down here for you.
Okay.
President Trump needs to hear from you.
Oh boy.
Immediate response requested.
Oh, this is scary.
It's the Trump American Agenda Survey.
Oh, fantastic. Why did you receive such a thing?
I'm not sure
You open envelopes real weird.
Well, see, it's a lot quicker.
He opened it on the end.
Look how much quicker that was.
I guess that was faster.
Yeah, and there's no risk of paper cuts. Everyone else is just a fool.
You're a goddamn genius.
I know. Dragon energy.
Did you ever pull
I have to say Dragon Energy because I'm taking the Trump American Agenda survey.
Dragon Energy?
Yeah, Kanye.
Oh.
They both have Dragon Energy.
He has Dragon, and Trump has Dragon Energy?
That's why he likes Trump.
Because they both have Dragon Energy?
Yeah. He doesn't like any of Trump's policies.
They're not full
of
Dragon
energy? He likes his Dragon Energy. He likes love.
Okay.
He likes Dragon Energy.
Yeah.
And he likes speaking without thinking.
That is clear. You know, I kind of Dragon Energy. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like a band.
It sounds like a bad energy drink.
That too. Sounds like a band that could open for that band we were talking about a minute ago. Bootstraps.
Dragon Energy and Bootstraps.
Fucking headlining. Holy shit. Opening for fucking... it's been a long time. Opening for... What's that band we always make fun of?
Nickelback?
Nickelback.
Coming to a gas station near you.
Ding.
Trump American Agenda Survey. A project of the Republican National Committee. Now,
Jesus H.
I don't know. Do you have a pen down here?
I do. Yeah, down here in the basement.
Now
Sure.
we can fill this out as we go if we'd
That's
like.
not just any pen. That's a goddamn Sharpie pen, my friend.
So,
that's made in the Philippines.
As a patriot,
I
want to make sure that our country is headed the right direction.
Sure, you do.
So, I mean, if our supreme leader, the one who is so thin-skinned that he can't even go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
A great moment in our history, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Michelle Wolf.
Come on.
I've been telling you about her for years.
You actually have. Killing it. Killing it.
Oh, man. I don't know if you saw, by the way, the news today. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yeah.
No smoky eye.
Oh, really?
Michelle Wolf broke her makeup routine.
She broke her, dude.
Yeah. She had like light eye makeup on.
I'm a big fan of the smoky eye.
It looked a lot better when she had smoky eye. I'm not going to lie to you.
I love
Sarah
smoky
Huckabee
eye.
Sanders needs the smoky eye.
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah.
Girls, I love it.
I'm impartial. I honestly didn't notice it existed.
I just love girls. Anyway.
I mean, really, do you notice eye makeup, though?
I do, actually.
I don't notice makeup in general.
No, I do.
Unless there's too much of it.
I'm not saying that as in the sense of like I'm an asshole, like you need to wear makeup if I'm around. Not like that. But I do notice what they do, and I think it's kind of awesome. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So my age, I am married, I own my home.
Yeah.
I have a college degree.
You know what? On paper, you sound pretty good, my friend.
Have full-time employment. Voting information.
Where's the white? Where do you put down that you're a white guy?
We haven't. I think by getting this.
How many pages is that?
It is a full 4 pages.
Holy
although one of them
shit.
is just wanting my money.
That makes sense.
They take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. So,
do
you think the Republicans have issues fundraising because there's a decent percentage of their constituents that all of their money is stored in gold coins buried in their backyard?
Yeah, that's not. They've solved that problem.
Okay, so are you registered to vote?
Yeah, you are. Right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I did it this
week.
week.
We need to talk about something else too, by the way, speaking of voting.
What?
Go ahead. Do what you're doing.
Okay. Do you regularly vote in the Republican primary elections?
No, you don't.
Yes, always. Only during presidential election cycles. Only occasionally. No, never.
I bet they get a lot of yes, always.
No, never. They won't let me.
Yes, because in Tennessee, isn't this the case in Tennessee?
Yeah.
That you have to be registered with the party to vote in the primary? Is that correct?
Well, and this week when I went to go vote, they let me, because I'm not registered in a party.
Right.
Because I think party politics are stupid.
As do I.
I will go tooth and nail with anyone on this one. It is stupid. It is why we have a reality star hanging out and talking about his porn star payments in the White House.
I completely agree with you. 100%.
So they gave me the option of Republican ballot, Democrat ballot, or referendum only when I went in.
Oh, really?
I didn't know what was on the Democrat ballot.
Yeah.
And I chose Democrat ballot.
Yeah.
And then I had to vote for a bunch of people for things I didn't know existed, and also didn't know the people existed.
Right.
So it was just kind of a guessing game.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good. That one,
I wrote myself in on one of them.
Did you? Excellent.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Made a Christmas tree.
Fingers crossed.
What'd you write yourself in for?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was one that didn't have anyone running on the Democratic ticket, so fingers crossed.
Well, you'll know when you get the call.
Yeah. You're in charge of this now.
Mr. Badley?
Congratulations, you get paid $2,000 a year and you're in charge of this. How do you usually cast your vote? In person on election day with absentee ballot. Early voting in person, do not vote.
In blood with a witch.
By carrier pigeon. All right. Do you have any interest in serving as a volunteer to help your local Republican? No.
No.
All right.
Absolutely
Now we're to
not.
the meat of it here.
Page 2.
This is where the issues come in.
Okay. All right. I'm into it.
Number 1. Are you generally satisfied with the direction of our nation under the leadership of President Trump? Yes, no, no opinion.
How can you have no opinion about that?
I've put a giant X in the no area. Moving along. Number 2. Do you feel that President Trump's efforts to eliminate unneeded, onerous Obama-era federal regulations have helped American businesses grow and compete in the world marketplace?
That's not a loaded question at all. Onerous Obama era. Onerous Obama. Come on, guys.
Have you seen positive economic effects in your community from the Republican tax reform? No!
No, of course
No
not.
one has! Well, first off, okay, let's say their tax plan was a great plan.
Sure.
And everyone is going to get money, and it will boost the economy. It's currently May. Do you really think in 4 months there would have been a noticeable jump in anything?
No. You know what the best strategy ever, and I've brought this up several times, the best strategy ever for making people like you, and George W. Bush did this, and it didn't help him all that much in the end. I was like in high school when this happened. Everyone I knew got a check for like a couple $100.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, no, I remember.
You remember this?
I remember this, yeah.
Everyone got a check.
That was...
surplus, right?
And it probably didn't help help with the coming fiasco.
No. But that's a pretty smart strategy. It's a little harder to hate a guy that just mailed you a fucking check in the mail.
And I will say that if you're looking for a quick boost to an economy, that's a better way of doing it.
That was pretty good
because the tax plan. Okay,
all right.
Like if we want to believe trickle down economics work,
we don't.
But let's say we do.
Okay.
Let's say I get a raise at work.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a massive raise with this amount of money that people are saving.
No.
So I'm probably going to let's be very liberal here on the amount of money I make. Not on the tax plan, mind you. It's a very conservative tax plan.
Sure.
But the amount of money I make, very liberal here. Let's say I make $15 extra a week.
Okay.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
I would not notice that still.
No, you wouldn't.
And I'm not going to go, wow, $30 extra in this paycheck.
Right.
I'm spending big now.
Right. Or I'm going to save for that thing. Oh.
Like, unless I am getting, we'll say $100 a week.
Then you start to notice.
$100 a paycheck higher.
Absolutely.
Then maybe the economy feels the effects of me having that extra money.
Because you're spending a little more.
But 30? No,
definitely
not going to happen.
But when somebody sends you a check in the mail for $300, You go out and buy a fucking TV.
Everyone immediately dumped that back into the economy.
Absolutely, they did, because we don't. You know what that is? For all it's worth. And I'm sure Karl Rove was involved in that. All those horrible people. For what it's worth, that's a true understanding of psychology, because they knew that we weren't going to save that money.
No.
A few people did. Most people did not.
I would say like 5% did.
5%.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty reasonable. Yeah. Everyone went out and spent that, and therefore it stimulated the economy.
I mean, think about how everyone works with their tax return. No one gets their tax return and goes, oh, good, savings.
Yeah. I mean, we chuck it at the credit card, but
Well, I mean, that's...
there you go.
That's part of the purpose.
We spend the money on the credit card.
The economy experiences an extra influx of cash.
Yeah, continue, please.
Number 4.
Wow.
Would you like to answer this one?
I would.
Okay. It's a good one for you.
Okay.
Do you support President Trump's, Donald Trump's America First foreign policy that prioritizes our nation's interests when dealing with foreign countries? Yes, no, or, and I feel like this one's pretty likely from you, no opinion on this.
No. For the people who, if someone filled this out, I doubt anyone listening filled this out and put no opinion on all this, but that's worse than saying yes to every one of these questions.
You know who fills this out and puts no opinion on
Donald
everything?
Trump.
Kanye.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
Kanye gets this and goes, America first. I don't know what that means.
Who am I to judge?
No opinion. Just love everyone.
Yeah, just love everyone.
Dragon energy.
Yeah, well, no. Obviously, a big fat dick of no.
All right, well, let's just burn through some of these real quick.
Let's do it.
Should Trump continue to use the threat of tariffs to force our international trading partners to open their... Because that's how you get things to happen? No.
Yeah, no.
Do you support building a border? No.
No. That's still a bullet point. Like, that is such... You know what? It's such a stupid idea, and it's so important to so many people.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that works, ever.
Okay, well, let's say it did work.
Okay.
How much money are we spending on this?
I don't know. Billions?
Okay. Now, let's...
To build a big concrete wall? Yeah.
Let's play logistics here.
All right.
Okay, we did this. No more immigrants come in.
Right.
Immigration illegally stopped. Okay.
100%.
Are we boosting anything in the economy by enough to then cover the wall that we have paid for?
No.
Because keep in mind, people who love this wall, that let's say a person comes here illegally from El Salvador.
Guam.
We'll go, okay, Guam.
Guam
that's a U.S. territory.
Is there Guam out there?
Stop
El Salvador's better.
Okay.
I just wanted to say Guam.
While they are here illegally,
Yeah.
and they did not go through the proper channels, yes.
Right.
They also, if they are making money in our country,
Yes.
are then spending the money in the country.
Correct.
And
Correct.
since you love trickle-down economics,
Yeah.
that money being spent at the grocery store then is helping support people who are already here. So you have to, like, you can look and see, okay, well, they're taking this amount from jobs. Yes, but they're dumping that amount back in.
Right.
So let's say the wall is however many $1 billion.
Yes.
You have to, in a reasonable amount of time, come up with that amount of money to make it worth it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
There's no way you do.
No, and
There's no way.
And the self-sustaining thing is gone too. If it truly eliminated illegal immigration 100%,
Yeah.
that self-sustaining of people continually putting money back into the economy is also gone.
Yeah. And the wall is not a one-time expenditure. Things require money for
They
maintenance.
require maintenance, exactly.
You might
Yeah.
notice if you're driving on a highway, a pothole the size of the Grand Canyon. We have several here.
We sure do.
That's because we don't have enough money in the budget to fix it. When there's a pothole in the wall,
Correct.
Then you've spent several $1 billion
Right.
on the wall,
Right.
and also people are still coming in.
It's this weird kind of psychological comfort thing that doesn't really exist because, just like in Jurassic Park, Nathan, life finds a way.
That's true.
Illegal immigration finds
They
a
had
way.
a lot of walls in Jurassic Park.
Sure they did.
And you know what happened?
the goddamn dinosaurs got out
That's
and
right.
ate everyone.
I feel like I don't like this analogy anymore because now it sounds like we're worried that Mexican immigrants are
gonna
going
eat
to
us.
come cannibalize us. And to clarify, I do not think any illegal immigrants that might come across the border, any undocumented immigrants, are going to eat us.
Though that sounds like a movie we should make. And I think it's probably more likely the other way around.
Oh man, you could.
Oh.
You know how there's that group that wants the right-wing entertainment, and they're always talking about the
sure.
Hollywood elites.
Yeah.
They love that Roseanne has a show again where she's a Trump supporter.
Is she in the show? I didn't know that.
Is Roseanne in the show Roseanne?
No. Is she a Trump supporter in the
Yeah.
show? No,
Where
I
have you
assume-
been?
Yeah, I've been around.
She's a lunatic in real life.
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, I don't know about the show Roseanne. I assume she's still a lunatic.
Yeah.
But
I also assume that our boy is not there.
our boy,
Yeah, John
Goodman?
Goodman.
Oh, no, he's there.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Wow.
You need to keep up with current
Yeah,
events, man.
I'm off in my own little world.
But if you were to make a movie about illegal immigration where they come over and they start just eating everyone, a terrible zombie movie about zombies invading from
Zombie
Mexico.
Mexicans, yeah. Zombicans.
Oh, man. Starring Scott Baio.
Of course. And Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah. Scott Baio and Kevin Sorbo are in this. The Republican lady from Clueless is the love interest. Yeah.
Sure.
I think that would make tens of thousands of dollars.
Cheers to that.
Tens of thousands.
Cheers to that. And at the end, we fly a big-ass American flag. They love it.
Absolutely.
We have to find a way to exploit them. They're exploiting a fair amount of people.
Yeah.
We need to, through entertainment, we find a way to exploit them. Then we take that money
Yeah.
and we throw that right into liberal causes.
We take that money and open up a
Abortion clinic.
I was going to say a Democratic super PAC, but yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that'd work.
Okay. So to clarify, that was a no, by the way. A no on the wall.
Oh, and at our abortion clinic, we invite Sarah Silverman down so you can meet her.
I love this.
I know you love a Sarah Silverman.
I love this.
And I love Jews.
You know what I would do? I would take my share of the money.
You would.
And I would get a TV network, my own TV network, where it's just 24 hours a day of Michelle Wolf
Oh, yeah.
making Sarah Huckabee Sanders jokes.
Yeah.
Just only, like, the same joke over and over for a while, some new jokes every so often, but only jokes about Sarah Huckabee
And
Sanders.
I'd watch it so I could see that smoky eye. Love the smoky eye.
7.
7.
Should the federal government withhold non-essential funding from, quote, sanctuary? I feel like that's the tone that they wanted there, so I'm doing it for them. Sanctuary cities that refuse to cooperate with federal authorities to capture and deport criminal illegal immigrants.
These are the most loaded questions that have ever been written.
And there's a lot of
these are ridiculous.
that
This is
question
completely
has
ridiculous.
a lot of parts to it.
It does.
Also.
Let's break it down a little bit.
Okay, so sanctuary city.
Yeah.
It's not just asking if you're against sanctuary cities.
No.
It's asking if you are against sanctuary cities that refuse to cooperate with federal authorities.
Correct.
In general.
Yeah.
But not just refuse to cooperate. Refuse to cooperate for people, or when they try to deport criminal illegal aliens.
Right. So now we're saying that all illegal aliens are criminals.
Well, no, it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that.
It's actually a very pinpointed question
It
that
is,
people are
yes.
answering broadly.
It's very yes. That is a great point. It's very specific.
Like it's specifically what, like San Francisco?
Yeah.
That has said no.
Yeah, well,
and most of them just go, leave us alone.
And us under Megan Barry. I mean, she. Okay,
we're not technically though.
No.
We're sanctuary.
We're not technically, but she during her reign, because they
had sex with her bodyguard. Yeah, we know.
Well, yeah, that was good. I'm sure it was
a lot of times.
I'm sure it was hot.
Many times, and they just hung out in graveyards and whatnot. Anyway, go ahead.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
they hung out in graveyards.
Oh yeah,
I didn't hear about that.
Mm-hmm. No, they met at a graveyard.
Oh, well,
romantic rendezvous by the deceased.
Romantic rendezvous.
Anyway, under Megan Barry.
Yeah, under Megan Barry, we weren't technically a sanctuary city. However, she was our mayor. She was refusing to kind of cooperate with a lot of that ICE bullshit. So
she was also refusing to not abide by her marital vows.
Yeah,
so that's fun.
And enjoy that D.
Get it. Are you in favor of a renewed effort to repeal Obamacare? We're back on this one.
Oh my God. When did you get this letter?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, come on.
We have circled all the way back to wall and repealing Obamacare.
You can't kill it. It won't die.
And replace it with market-based reforms that reduce insurance costs and protect quality care and access to... Okay.
The market. Give me the market.
I'm looking ahead to see if there's a question about whether we should prosecute Hillary.
Yeah.
Because that's just circling all the way back.
Can our... and Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Are you in favor of a law where people can watch other people pee on each other?
What is the amount you would pay a porn star to not talk about your affair? Weird question. It's oddly specific.
Though I'm answering broadly. Yes.
Do you want to see more pro-Constitution conservative judges? No. Would you favor an across-the-board reduction in the size of the federal non-military workforce? That one, maybe.
You're gonna
depending on the area.
You're gonna have to hit me with that again.
Would you favor an across-the-board reduction in the size of federal non-military workforce?
No.
Maybe, depending on how big.
Yeah.
And what they mean by across-the-board reduction. Because there is a lot of...
Is there a gumball agency? Is there...
I mean,
is there like... Is there some guy whose job it is?
Now, like if they're talking about like out of education departments and stuff, no. But like, you probably don't need as many people at the DMV. Fine. If he will forget the other 16 points on this, I'll let him cut some jobs.
Yeah, okay. I'm into that, yeah.
Do you believe that restricting the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens will reduce the risk of madmen, terrorists, and...
Is that really on there?
Madmen, terrorists, and criminals getting and using firearms to break the law? I do, actually, yes. I'm answering yes on one of these.
Woo!
Are you in favor of a public-private partnership to rebuild America's infrastructure of roads, bridges, airports, ports, and railways? Maybe. I mean, I need to know more things. I can't say yes or no without more information.
That is true.
If you give me one sentence on that, like what kind of public-private partnerships? Are we just rewarding it to your friends, or are they bidding? If they bid, maybe.
Yeah, that was another Megan Barry thing. There was a little controversy there.
What? Oh, that she...
It was a bidding... Well, it wasn't her. It was one of her deputies or something.
Yeah, she did...
Kid worked for...
She did some questionable...
Especially as a person who was in ethics. Like, she should have...
She found the gray area. She loves her gray area.
And she swam into it.
Have you lost confidence in the accuracy...
I like her, yeah.
...of the information you receive from the so-called mainstream media?
Oh my, is that really... Nathan?
Yeah.
Who is this survey for? This...
I think it's for me.
It's for you, but like... But are you going to send this back?
Oh, absolutely not.
Why? Come on, we got to send it back.
Because I don't want to be on a list.
That's a good point. Yeah, you don't want to be on a list.
I'm on enough lists in life. I don't want to be on another list.
You've already been blackballed.
Yeah, I'm already spending most of my day responding to Trump's Twitter and his tweets, and so I'm probably already on a list. I don't also need to make fun of his survey. He went on a kick yesterday because he was trying to distract from many things.
Oh, so many things.
Where he was just recommending books. He had 2 books he recommended, and I finally just replied to it going, I don't think for 1 second that you've read this book. It's not a joke. I don't think you have.
Was one of them, there's a monster at the end of this book?
Like he could get all the way to the end. Pence, I need your help. Let's see. Were you surprised that every single Democrat in the U.S. House and U.S. Senate opposed the historic 2017 tax reform legislation? Why would you be surprised by that? That's not even a good question to cater to their base. No one was surprised by any of that.
No.
Do you agree that President Trump's accomplishments in office have been largely misrepresented or ignored by the media?
No.
I will tell you this about
what in the world,
President
Nathan?
Trump's accomplishments here.
Yeah, tell me about him.
I was going to come in here this week and give Trump slight credit.
Okay.
Because the North Korea thing is happening.
The North Korea thing, yeah.
And as of yesterday, they were going to get 3 imprisoned U.S. citizens out of labor camps in North Korea.
That's a good thing.
I was going to give him credit.
Yeah.
Then he had a rally where people started chanting Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, he's gotten too much credit already. I don't need to give him any credit.
What in the hell? It's bizarro land, Nathan. Yeah. We're in fucking bizarro
also,
land,
he hasn't
man.
gotten those 3 people out, and they've kind of walked back their comments on that one.
There you go.
So.
Well, and I feel like, okay, I'm glad you brought up the North Korea thing. Because I see Kim Jong-un going to South Korea this week and hanging with their leader. I'm not sure if that's a president or prime minister or what. I can't remember. And then I look at that and I think, what's the strategy here?
And that's,
I
don't trust him.
No, why would you?
And I've heard multiple people say they've never gone this far.
Yeah.
But North Korea has done this before. Where they make concessions.
Sure.
And then they get some of their trade back.
Sure.
And then they wait till they have more money.
And then
they immediately jump back into what they're doing.
Makes complete sense.
Now they've never gone as far as like meeting with South Korea.
But it's a new
inviting the US president.
Sure.
But that was also under not ill.
Yeah.
So
it's a new era.
2 more here.
All right.
Do you believe that a Democrat takeover of one or both chambers of Congress would be good for our nation?
Yes.
I think one would be good.
One would be good. There you go.
I don't think we need them in both, but one. Well, but you want the Democrats to be in charge of everything.
I
would like them to have to work together to get something.
That would be nice. I agree.
Want them
that
to
would be
nice. Forced to talk to each other and figure out something.
I want the
one thing.
You know that aisle they're always talking about coming across the aisle? Mm-hmm. I want the carpet between the aisles to be worn down to nothing, to the bare floor.
I want to go back to the good old days. This is when they talk about making America great again.
Sure.
This is what we need to return to.
We do.
The days when left and right converged in a middle area. And they would talk to each other.
Yes.
They'd meet in the middle.
A middle goo.
It would be just a great time of planning and bill writing.
Sure.
And we were we prospered. We did well.
And
this
then they
way.
smack each other with a cane occasionally.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
That was fun.
It was all in good fun.
It was all good.
I mean, there were duels. It was in good fun.
Yeah, come on. Henry Clay and all that.
I think what we need to do
Good times.
is turn back the clock on presidential elections, too.
I do as well.
Get rid of vice presidents and make the vice president be the person who finished second.
Oh, okay.
Old school.
Oh, I like that. So they don't pick a vice president. It's whoever.
Right.
That,
Imagine
you know what?
if we were
I like
facing
that.
impeachment with Trump.
Yes.
And in the wings, waiting,
Was Hillary Clinton.
was Hillary Rodham Clinton
I like this idea.
in her finest pantsuit.
So, gilded.
yes.
You know, she's got a golden one. She's
Oh,
just
I'm
waiting
sure.
to break it out.
that was her inauguration pantsuit, and she'll never get to wear it now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the Democrats are doing. Honestly, they need to get on this shit. They email me 4 or 5 times a day.
They email me quite a bit too. Republicans and Democrats are always emailing me. They're like, "You're in the middle. Be one of us."
One of us. Yeah, I like that system though. You don't get to pick your vice president.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
whoever
how it should be.
That is how it should be. Because then you got to balance in the you got to balance in the executive branch, which you don't have. Because
See, it's all about balance.
It's all about balance. I completely agree. It's all about balance.
I also, and this is a controversial opinion, this has never happened, but I think it would make sense. Whoever controls the Senate,
Yeah,
like right now the Republicans control the Senate.
sure.
The Democrats should control the House.
I like it. I like it.
And now I know this takes away elections,
Well, yeah.
but you vote for the Senate, don't vote for the House, because it's every 2 years, and that's
Yeah.
stupid.
I honestly think it should be the way it is in Europe, where like any crazy ass party, it's like percentages.
Well,
right?
and that would ideally be fine.
Yeah.
It just isn't. That's never going to
we're,
happen.
We're ridiculous.
We're
over
stuck
here.
in the two-party.
We are.
Final question.
Final question.
And I want you to think long and hard about this before you answer it.
All right.
Just prepare yourself. Take a deep breath.
I'm game.
Are you, Justin, ready to take action to support our damn president? You don't even know how you're supporting him. Open mind.
Open mind.
By
Open heart.
voting in 2018. And there's an and.
Okay.
Helping rally your community behind Republican candidates.
No.
He almost had you. He almost had you right there.
No.
Oh, are you going to vote? Are you going to rally people?
No, I'm not going to rally. Well, not on that side.
Yeah. He almost had you, and then he threw in that Republican
I might rally
candidate
in
at the
other
end.
ways. I might rally in other ways.
I'm going to write myself in for every
I like that idea.
party, or every race.
Let me know if you do, and I'll write you in too.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get 2 votes.
That's, you know what we should do? We should, starting right here, I am running for the House of Representatives
Oh, for the state of Tennessee?
in our district.
In our district.
No, not in our district, because I like our rep.
Yeah,
No, I
our rep
take
is good.
that
Jim
back.
Cooper's good. I like Jim Cooper. You can't run against Jim Cooper.
I mean, I guess both Senate races are up.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Good night, Ballet-Darth Vader. I love you.
That sounded evil.
Smash, smash, smash.
You smell delicious
He's
though.
threatening to smash.
He smells really good. Did you like? Did you put?
Ballet Hulk, Justin.
Did you put Santal on him or something? Did you put perfume on him?
No, we could.
He just.
Yes!
You're gonna have to edit that out. Okay. Hey, Bubba.
Cut it out.
What? Hey, Holden, are you gonna support the president in the next election?
By rallying
don't
Republican
know.
candidates?
You don't know.
That's a good answer.
No,
That is a
I
good answer.
don't.
That's okay. You don't have to know.
Oh, yeah, because
Do
you don't
you-
even know who our president is, do you?
No.
If you had to, though,
I
just
don't.
just spitballing here. Would you be a Republican or a Democrat?
No, I would not.
That's the correct answer.
Great job.
I knew I liked you. That's the correct answer.
Our little moderate here.
Or independent.
Or independent.
Yeah. Or
Green Party forever.
That's so loud.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Holden.
That's right. You're an independent bot.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night. I love you.
When you say you're an independent, though, don't be a libertarian.
No.
I'm not independent.
What are you?
Okay.
You don't have to be anything in particular.
Start your own party.
You know what? What he just did is perfect. He just did some white noise, which is equal.
Yeah.
Equal.
All right. Well, okay. Come on.
Oh, that kid's definitely a libertarian.
Hey, Holden, listen.
Kiss.
Good night.
Mugga.
Okay, kiss Mugga. Kiss Mugga. Okay, I love you. Oh boy. I don't know how much of that is staying and how much is going. Some of that's pretty good.
Oh, man.
Good night.
Good night. Y'all have a good rest of your podcast.
We always do.
She doesn't realize how much work she just created for me by letting him I love my child. But every time that happens, it takes a minute. It takes longer than it needed to. I have to slide things around and fade things and chop things.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And your kid's a libertarian, so.
It kind of sounds like, doesn't it? That's sad. In the future, I don't know what we'll have to deal with. But I can tell you that in Nashville, we're not going to have a fucking transit system.
Well, not right now.
Not right now, but maybe later. People voted against that.
Yeah, you're not going to like my answer on this. I voted against that.
Did you? You didn't like the plan?
Let me tell you my issue with the plan.
All right.
So the plan was done by sales tax,
Yeah.
which disproportionately takes money away from poorer people to pay for the transit plan that only they will be using.
Yeah, okay.
They don't have the money.
Yeah.
So not only are they getting displaced,
Yeah.
the low income people.
Would be displaced by the new system.
Well, okay, so there's several points here.
Okay.
The new system will increase property values, most likely near the transit. Okay, so they will not get to use it.
Right.
And they're probably going to be displaced out of the metro area. And the transit plan does not really take into account the surrounding areas.
Gotcha.
So they will be paying sales tax at the same rate everyone else is, which doesn't seem like that big a deal. But 1% to a person who's making $20,000 a year versus
Right.
1% to someone who's making $100,000 a year
Big difference.
is a lot more money.
You know what, Nathan? I'm glad you did the because I was pretty uninformed about it, to be honest.
Neither side of this did a good. I had to hunt for information. I spent days trying to find
Really?
information.
Good for you,
because
man.
both sides sucked. They sucked hard. The side against it, their arguments were not informative.
Yeah.
They
No, they
were
weren't.
doing
They
the thing
were
where they
very-
weren't citing anything.
Right,
And they're just
exactly.
like, it's going to be bad. 40,000.
And making up fake people to write articles
Yeah.
at one point. Yeah.
So,
It's been dirty, guys.
and then the people who were for it, their entire argument was, yeah, but like transit.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, that was kind of my stance.
So, and it's a plan that's going to, like, the plan would have lasted 30 plus years
Right.
of taxes.
Right. Right.
So, with a plan like that, you get one shot.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't think that's the best shot.
No, I
I think
agree.
they can do better.
I think you're right.
I think,
Knowing what you've just said now, you've
Yeah.
informed me, and I think so.
yeah, I think that
It's a bad plan.
they can possibly, first off, right now, they can't do property taxes to do this
Okay.
because of state law, but they could rally and get the state to change the law.
Sure.
Not that big a deal. I wonder how many people love listening to local political talk.
I don't know, but I was just thinking, does anyone know what we're even talking about? So there was this was a big deal here in Nashville lately. Transit plan.
Yeah.
Are we going to do it? Are we not? It would have included a lot more bus routes and a monorail, basically, right?
There was a light rail system.
Light rail.
And then a big part of it, which I still have no opinion on this part.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a thing where someone just went, this would be cool, and no one's thought it out, was like a 1 or 2 mile long tunnel underneath downtown.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is it?
I mean, if you can execute
In
it.
theory, it's a good idea, but that was all they would explain about it anywhere, and oddly enough, the side against it never said anything about like, yeah, but like,
there's a river.
What's with the tunnel?
Yeah. We're going to have a tunnel.
I mean, the idea of it is there would be a train.
Yeah.
Like the trains would go there, and buses could go under. So it would alleviate
That makes a lot of sense.
some of the traffic, except it doesn't alleviate any of the traffic up top. It just makes transportation move quicker.
And then you have to build a goddamn tunnel under the ground.
Right.
That's a logistical issue.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's
and they never really explained what it was for.
yeah. It's for carting around the mayor so she can get laid. I'm not being shitty about Megan Barry. I don't care that she fucked the guy.
I don't care either.
I don't care.
The fact that she used government
money while she was fucking a guy.
That wasn't great.
That wasn't great.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you know.
If you're a politician listening to this,
just go fuck a random guy.
well, first off, number one, find something better to be doing. Write a bill.
Yeah.
Stop listening to our Turn us off.
What are you doing?
You need to be listening to something far more informative than us.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I guess, if you can find something more informative than us.
I mean, we're like NPR.
But dirty.
But dirty.
Dirty NPR.
Dirty.
I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
Lynn Rosetta Casper's naked.
Oh, yeah. So
she's making it on top of David Green.
So stop listening to us right now. Write a bill.
Yeah, we'll write a bill.
And don't use your government funds
To fuck
have an
people.
affair.
Yeah.
It's not difficult.
Do it on your own time. And your own dime.
Yeah. Your own time, your own dime.
That's
all the
key.
IMs have to be yours.
You know what? This is like a primer for politicians. Do it. Kobe Sledge, I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
Hold on. It's a primer for Democratic politicians.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Republican politicians, just do whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Nothing matters anymore.
And then, like you've said previously, state your opinion and state it confidently and loudly. That's all you have to do.
Your leader had an affair with a porn star.
That's true.
Right after his wife had a baby.
Ew.
He paid said porn star 6 figures to go away. The porn star didn't go away. And now Rudy Giuliani's going on Fox and Friends, blowing the whole thing open because he can't keep his mouth shut.
No, he can't, can he? You know, it's funny because I know that Rudy got brought in at some point into the Trump camp.
He's in the legal team.
He's in the legal...
I'm using air quotes because
Whoa,
it
boy.
just seems like a bunch of lunatics.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the mooch was in that at one point. He got brought into the legal team, and then he couldn't sit on this amazing story.
Yeah.
Like, he just had to talk about it. That's fucking Rudy Giuliani for you.
Let's run down what happened yesterday on Hannity. Have you heard all this?
I've heard some of it.
He went on Hannity, and the things he said, Hannity accidentally got a news scoop.
Yeah.
He's not a real news person, so he was as shocked as everyone. But Rudy went on and started talking about the payments made to Stormy Daniels.
Oh,
here.
I see. Okay.
And he did it in a very angry tone that makes you think he's defending the president. But what he said was essentially, yeah, no, Cohen paid the porn star, and Trump paid him back. Like, he knew about it and paid him back.
He's a good guy.
But, I mean, it wasn't campaign finance reform because it didn't touch the campaign. Like, we funneled it through a law firm.
Like, we totally did this.
And
we 100% did this.
it was to the point, like, if you watch the clip or listen to the clip, Sean Hannity finally at one point just goes, oh, I didn't know all that.
That's my goal in life, to make pundits at a loss for words. Oh, well, that's rather educational.
And so Hannity stumbled onto a scoop and then, like, spent some time trying to get Giuliani to backtrack on it, and it didn't work. And then Giuliani went on Fox and Friends today, and the three of them looked horrified the whole time because he keeps basically going, yeah, no, but like campaign finance reform, we broke all the laws. I don't know.
Every law.
I mean, it's not a big deal. We just didn't follow any of the laws. So whatever. So all that to say, if you're a Democrat like Megan Barry,
yeah,
no affair.
Who I like. Yeah.
No affair.
No affair.
If you're a Republican,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. If you're trying to decide on like you want to be a politician and you're trying to decide on a party, look back in your past. If you have any potential scandals that might be coming up, red's the way to go.
That's
all the way.
100% true. It's 100% true.
Aim for that elephant.
Aim for that. That's the name of this episode, guys. Nice one, Nathan. Nice one, Nathan. Aim for that. Cheers to that. For that elephant. That's pretty good.
This is what blew my mind yesterday. So Trump had a lawyer,
Yeah.
Michael Cohen,
Yeah.
pay a porn star, and then come out and say he paid the porn star. And Trump said, I didn't know anything about that. That didn't happen. And then Michael Cohen said, no, I mean, it did happen, and he's a client of mine. I did it for him. And Trump was like, well, but he did it on his own. And then he hired more lawyers, and he had another lawyer go on TV and go, yeah, but like, he knew about it. He knew.
It's just a storm of lawyers. It's just a fury of lawyers.
So, don't hire Rudy.
Yeah. And you know what? This also applies. If you happen to be a woman and a Democrat, watch your ass. Mm-hmm. You have to be completely perfect.
Yeah. Or
It's sad, but it's true.
I mean, really a Democrat period.
A Democrat period, but it's harder on the ladies.
Yeah. I mean,
I think so. That's my feminism coming out. Yeah.
I will say at this point, really the hardest thing that they have to deal with is nicknames for the most part. Like, there are a lot of stupid nicknames that come out.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that if one of them had a sex scandal, it would blow up.
Yeah. Well, see what happens. The difference. Okay. All right. This is a little deep to go here at the end, close to the end of the show. What we're saying is, Democrats in general,
Yeah.
liberals in general, try to have a persona that they're a good person.
That is, well, all politicians
Yeah.
try to have a persona.
Sure.
I feel like the difference is the Republicans
Yeah.
are way more willing to cover. Here's the issue. The Democrats are too good for their own good.
That's it.
If they get caught, aside from people like Anthony Weiner, like Al Franken.
He's a rare case.
Let's look at Al Franken.
Yeah, Al Franken, yeah.
He got busted. He didn't try really to come up with excuses.
No.
He went, no, I did that thing, but like I shouldn't have done the thing.
Because he's a generally good guy.
Yeah, like that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Instead of fighting it.
And then everyone goes, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
You said you did the thing that we thought that you did.
You admitted it. Get out.
Get out of here.
Whereas the Republicans, like if any of the Al Franken stuff had come out about a Republican, we would still be fighting about it.
Oh, absolutely.
They would be fighting. There would be investigations,
Tooth
and they
and nail.
wouldn't be cooperating with the investigations.
Right. It's just another level of, I don't know, denial, or I don't know what it is, Nathan, but yeah. I feel like on the humanities scale, they're lower.
Yeah. Well, this is my theory.
Yeah.
And not to get too deep into philosophies here.
All right.
But
well, wait a minute. Socrates, are you over there? You are. Okay. He's always here, guys. He's always here.
I'm gonna tie in your least favorite rapper, Kanye, here.
Oh, come on.
You thought you were gonna make it through without
I did.
Kanye
I
talk.
really thought I would.
You're not. I mean, it's all everywhere.
It's relevant, I guess.
Okay. So, Kanye's big thing in the last week has been a very misguided attempt to show that everyone would be better if they showed love to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His misguided attempt is by picking the most controversial opinion or figure he can find and showing a positive light and that he loves that person for this reason.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
The Democrats actually tend to be closer to encompassing this widespread love.
True.
They are more concerned with other people, just as a philosophy. And I'm not going to, in this situation, while I have an opinion, I'm not going to say whether it's right or wrong.
Or whether it works or not.
This is philosophical.
It's philosophical. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you agree with Democrats, you also welfare, that type of program.
Generally, yeah.
It's aimed to help other people.
Yes.
The Republicans, as the pull yourself up by the bootstrap party,
which is bullshit, as we learned at the beginning,
are very self-focused and therefore do not show that love to other people.
Correct.
Hence Kanye being misguided. All that to say, I forgot where I started at here. What were we talking about before I launched into
Kanye's
Kanye?
misguided.
I got distracted by Kanye.
Oh, you did.
All this to say, the Republicans, I've brought it back here, being more concerned with themselves.
Yes.
Are more concerned with covering their own asses anytime
Self-preservation.
anything happens.
Yes.
Whereas the Democrats, being more concerned with other people, are not as willing to spend all of their energy and time, most of the time. This is not a blanket rule.
Right. No, not at all.
Most of the time, covering their asses.
Right.
They just admit it and hope that whatever comes out of it is good.
And of course, nothing good ever does.
Right. Because it's an idealistic thought that isn't really going to ever work in your favor.
No.
Not one time.
No, it doesn't.
No one has ever, as a Democrat, come out and admitted something and everyone went, oh, cool, okay.
So what we kind of need are some asshole Democrats.
Well, I mean, we've had that before.
I guess we have.
We had Clinton. And he covered up that whole, I mean...
He obfuscated. He obfuscated, for sure.
To the line of perjury.
Yeah.
Covered that stuff up.
Sure did.
Not that I'm saying that Clinton is an asshole, but I am saying he did avoid telling truth.
Certainly.
And he served 2 full terms as president.
He sure did.
So, lesson learned.
So we are... Obviously, you're hearing this episode.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We're doing the Bob Show is still going on. I think a lot of you have jumped over to that. Thank you for that. We haven't recorded another one of those yet. It's been a little trying to get it to happen. And we want to serve our longtime fans first.
Yes.
And that's it. That's the whole story. We'll be back very soon. In the interim, there should be another one of those shows coming. And thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
And this was fun. It was fun to get my ire out. I mean, I've been single parenting for basically the last 2 weeks, and I love my child.
And
he's a wonderful child.
I've just spent the last 2 weeks reading Kanye's Twitter going,
Apparently.
what are you doing?
Remember, there should be an ad at the top of this episode. You can get yourself some fucking fabulous merch.
Oh, yeah. T-shirt.
Fabulous. Get a t-shirt.
We got some mugs.
Mugs are great.
You can get a tote bag.
We know you drink coffee.
You could get a t-shirt and a mug.
Yeah.
And a tote bag.
Put it all.
Put the t-shirt and the mug in said tote bag.
Oh, yeah.
Move it about with you.
Love it. Have you ever got one of those as a gift? A t-shirt and a mug?
No.
It was the worst gift.
So what he's trying to say is make sure you buy that for all your loved ones.
Separately. Don't put them together. Don't shove the t-shirt in the mug.
Shove the tote bag in the mug.
Yeah. No. Put sushi jackknife. I'm confused.
Just buy 2 mugs.
No. Sushi jackknife.
Buy 2 mugs.
Sushi jackknife.
And a t-shirt. And then put the mugs under the t-shirt like
a bra.
Like big round weird boobs.
Yeah. Sushi jackknife.
And get a tote bag.
Ah, come on.
To carry those mugs when you're not boobing. Sushi jackknife.
Thank you.